What's up, guys? Today I'm going to talk to you about one thing that you can do in your business. One of the most important things that anybody can do no matter what stage of business they're in. And if you can manage to do this one thing great day in and day out, you are already ahead of 90% of your competition. So today I want to talk to you guys about one thing that you can do. It's the reason I got into the service industry in the first place. One of the main reasons I got into it. As a lot of you know, I got into the business I'm in because when I first started, I didn't have a lot of money and it was a low entry business. Probably the same reason a lot of you got into it. But one of the major reasons I got into this business was because I looked at the service industry as a whole, whether it was cleaning companies, painters, plumbers, electricians, and one thing lacked. It was professionalism. It was people that were showing up to people's houses to service their home, who were driving rusted out vans and trucks that didn't have logos on the side. They weren't wearing uniforms. They were wearing jeans to work and regular t-shirts and smoking cigarettes before they walked in the door, and they smelled disgusting and all this stuff. It's very, very common in the service industry. And so the one thing I'm talking to you about today is professionalism. Now, don't click this video off yet. I know you're thinking, Matt, I already know all this. This is plain simple. But the things that make a company professional, there are a bunch of very, very small things that add up to a big overall vision. And I'm going to name a couple of those today. The first thing is, obviously, you want to have your company well branded. You want to have a nice professional logo, all that kind of stuff that can transfer to uniforms and trucks and websites and all that kind of thing. But the thing that really makes a customer say, wow, that company was professional, are these things. The way you answer the phone. Do you have a scripted way to answer your phone every single time? Not only that, but do you actually answer your phone every single time? If you can't answer your phone because you're too busy, you might be at the point where you start thinking about, do I hire somebody to answer the phone for me so I'm not losing customers and my company doesn't look unprofessional? And second thing is, always be fully decked out in your uniform, whether you're doing quotes, whether you're on the job, whether you have employees. Make sure they're all wearing the exact same thing. We do it down to the guys have to wear the exact same kind of pants. They all have collared shirts with our logos on them. They wear hats. They have our logos on them. It's very professional. All of our trucks they show up in are logoed out. Our website is branded to our uniforms, to our trucks, to our marketing pieces that go out in the mail. All of this stuff needs to be consistent because your customer is looking for a consistent experience. So those are the main things that I look for when trying to help people who are just starting out immediately put this persona on that they are a bigger and professional company. It's making sure that your brand is consistent. It's making sure you're professional. It's making sure you're well groomed. Right now, I'm not well groomed, but I will say this. When my season comes, you will see me, I'll get my hair cut, I'll get my beard trimmed. All that kind of stuff seems silly, but in a customer's eyes, first impressions are everything. And if a gnarly looking guy with a big old beard and all this other stuff show up to their house, it might not bother some people, but other people may have got multiple quotes, and maybe the other guy who showed up was a really well trimmed up looking guy, fully sharp, and I showed up kind of grubby. That could be what makes all the difference. So I encourage you guys to get not yourself just cleaned up, but get your business cleaned up. If you're saying, Matt, I don't have a lot of money to drive around a nice vehicle and blah, 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 that's okay. You don't have to. Nobody starts out with everything. But you can start out with the simple things. When I first started my company, I had one uniform, guys. It cost me $10. I bought the shirt at Walmart. It was one of those fake Under Armour, kind of like the shirt I'm wearing now, that stretchy, dry fit stuff, but it was fake. It was from Walmart. It was 10 bucks. I took it to my embroidery. I said, I have one shirt. Can you please put that on there? Charge me like another 20 bucks to do it. I had my one uniform. I still wear that uniform today, actually. And I remember for the first year, I wore that shirt every single day. I came home, I threw it in the laundry, I washed it, and it was ready for the next day. Why? Because I didn't have a lot of money, but I knew it was important to at least have one uniform because I had to look professional. So get creative with your money. Get creative with what you have. If you have a beat up van, you know, it is what it is. You got a beat up van, but do your best to make it look good. Maybe you spray the black bed liner where the rust is along the bottom. You see a lot of trucks nowadays, especially here in Michigan, that are rotting out. It makes them look a lot cleaner. Put a logo on the door, logo up the side of the van with your services, your phone number. Do anything you can to make yourself look more professional. And I guarantee it's going to land you more jobs. It's going to allow you to charge more for the jobs that you do. If you show up as a Bucket Bob, they're going to pay you Bucket Bob prices. But if you show up as a professional, they're going to pay you professional prices. I'm going to end you guys with this quick story. We did a job once for a lady who said, I saw your truck driving down the road. We almost didn't call you. I said, really, why? She said, well, it was a really nice truck and we were really impressed and all that was great, but we expected you guys to be so expensive. But when you showed up, you were so professional. Your price was, it was an honest, fair price. You guys seem like good people. And now that you've done the job, you guys are awesome. Now, that customer thought we were too expensive before they called us. That's a good thing. You want people to get that expensive feel when they think about your company. Nothing's worse than people to get a cheap feel when they think about your company. You want them to feel like it's expensive. You want them to feel something is different about your business. And what that does, it attracts the customers you want rather than the customers that are just looking for price. So if you can put all those things into act, you're going to attract better customers. You're going to be able to charge more for your services. And all in all, I believe it's going to help grow your business. So you guys take care. Keep hustling.